Okay, this screencast is to show us how to add an assignment, to create it, then all of the steps we need to do to make sure it migrates into the gradebook successfully. So you see we're in week 2 here. We have added the content, and we're scrolling down to the very bottom. Create learning activity. We're in week 2, so we need assignment, add. We title each assignment the week name, so week 2 assignment. Then when we scroll down for this start, we know that week 2 begins on October 2nd. We want to choose for it to open at military time 0005. And we want to put the due date as October 8th for the week 2 assignment. And we want to change this in military time to 23:55. We've enabled both. We do not want to put a cutoff date. We want number of files uploaded. I choose 2 or 3. Either one's fine. Save and display. So now we want to go back into the week 2 assignment, and it will be nested at the bottom, which we'll move it up later. We click the pencil to be able to edit the settings within the assignment that we just created over here. So the first thing we're going to click on is grade. So this is a standard setting, that's fine. The category, we need to add it to assignments. Grade to pass is 70, and you have to put the point. Then we go into common module settings, and maybe it's, oh, I'm sorry, activity completion. So we want to choose the drop down. Show activity is complete when conditions are met. Then it allows you to check these. So we're going to say student must submit this activity to complete it. Let's go ahead and save and display. The next thing we're looking for is, oh, we already did allow 2 uploads. So all of this is set, and we will go into the gradebook just to show that it is now in the gradebook. So this is the back part of what I will set up. So when we go up to the setup screen, you can see that we already have the category of discussion boards. They're weighted at 15%. All of the discussions within this folder are simple weighting, meaning they're weighted equally to total the sum of 15% of the 100% of the course. We have the category assignments. You can see that it is not yet set to the weight in the middle. Assessments is 45, and what we want to do here, we know that the syllabus quiz is worth 10, the final exam is worth 45, and we're going to add the week 3 quiz, which will also be 45. Let me save this so I don't lose it. Then let me see if I can remember how to make this assignments category show up for me to be able to add the weighting. So let's put mean of grades. So that did not work. Okay, now that I have the assignments category, I weighted it to 40, but I do not want all of the assignments to count as separate grades. So this is where I go into the category of assignments, and instead of weighted, we use simple weighted. And I'll show you how that changes it. That allows us to just have the category of assignments. We're going to remove all the Cengage pieces. Category of assignments is 40%. However, the assignments under this bucket of assignments, they're all weighted equally, which is called simple weighted mean of grades. However, when you look at the entire course, we have what's called weighted mean of grades. And okay, so see how the week 3 assignment is not in the right category? So I checked it. I'm going to scroll down and then I choose move to assignments. And now when we scroll down to assignments, we have 1, 2, and 3. So if I click here, I can move it. And unfortunately, you have to scroll all the way back down. And I want it moved under the week 2 assignment. These white ones are to move. So when it repopulates, you're going to see that I have assignments 1, 2, and 3. Now we want to move this entire folder up. So I'm going to click move because you want your gradebook nested. So I put discussions first, I put assignments next, and assessments are always at the end. One thing that you have to be careful about is notice the alignment. So discussions is here. If you accidentally nest it inside of another category, it is possible to do that, and then you would see this box disappear. That's your clue. So you can see we have discussions weighted at 15%. We have them in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're equally weighted, meaning simple weighting. And then we have assignments at 40%, all of them equally weighted. Now assessments are worth 45% of the total of the course grade, but we have the syllabus quiz is worth 10%, final exam is 45%, and I'm going to go into week 3, and we'll add the quiz right now so that we can complete the gradebook setup. So we go back to the course. We know that week 3 is where we have our quiz each week. So it's just like adding a learning activity. So for this week, we click quiz instead of assignment, add, we call it week 3 quiz. And unlike assignments, you can scroll down and put the date down here. For a quiz, you click timing. So we know that week 3, you have to click enable first, starts on October 9th. So we make that change. We want it to open at 0 and 05 military time. Now we're going to click enable for closing the quiz. We know that it's due on the 15th of October. Actually, we don't want to do this. I'm sorry, on assignments we put open and due date, but on quiz this is a little different. We don't want to close it because we would have to reopen it. So everything else is fine. We go to grade. You have to choose the category assessment. Quizzes and tests go under assessment. This is what we leave blank. In a quiz, grade to pass, if you put 70, because the quizzes are automatically set to 1 point per question, we have to change that when we build the quiz. So leave grade to pass empty. Attempts, we put 2. And then we're going to go to activity completion. This is where we change show activity is complete when conditions are met. The condition that we are checking, student must receive a grade. So this is a little bit different than the assignment. So in a quiz, it's student must receive a grade. Then we go up here and click Save and Display. And this screen shows us that we need to add questions, but we know that we're not adding the questions right now.